Hello and welcome back to episode 6 of the Wrestler Spotlight series on the State of Maritime Wrestling podcast. This episode, I will be talking about the in-ring career of the big pitcher, Chris Cooke, who is one of the biggest names in the Maritimes, especially. He is from York, Prince Edward Island, Canada. Uh, he started his in-ring career in 2006, and he started off with Kristen Carter, and then he currently uses the Big Picture moniker. Then he also used the Stitch Face, but that was another gimmick. And his signature move is Picture Perfect. So he has wrestled in his home promotion, Red Rock Wrestling, IHW, UCW, New Breed Wrestling, East Coast Pro Wrestling, ACWA, Wrestle Center, North Pro Canadian Wrestling, Twin City Wrestling, and MSW. I think it's Michigan State Wrestling, but that's probably like a different promotion or something. I'm not sure, but anyways, his entrance theme is Warriors Call by Bullbeat, which is the banger song. Uh, he has held a lot of titles. He's the four-time Red Rock Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. He is the four-time New Breed Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. He is the two-time UCW Tag Team Champion with Sexton Phoenix and Robin McAllister. Another one big names in the Maritimes as well. Also, he's the New Breed Wrestling Tag Team Champions with Old School Andre Maya as the Tradition. And well, that was the only tag team that he was in, the Tradition with Old School Andre Maya, but he also teamed up with Sexton Phoenix, and so his opponents that he took on a lot of big names, just in general. He took on Chris Tuff, took on Brody Steele, Riddick Stone, Julian Young, Lincoln Steen, Titus, Dick Jerning, Mike Hughes, Jim Neidhart, the Honky Tonk Man, Bushwhacker Luke, Lanny Bofo, Damian Speeds, Chris Hardnose Haggerty, Todd Douglas, JJP, XXL, Double XL, I should say, The Answer, JP Sims, Jesse James, the other big names, Gary Williams, B Machine, Teron Selleck, Pee Wee, Alexander Saint, Brad Robbins, Harry Smith, Marcus Burke, Tyson Dux, Shane Stevens, Cody Blade, Big D, Voorhees, Margot Estrada, Jolie Hubley, Chip Chambers, Troy Merrick, Thad Howard, Aiden Pratt, Kurt Lobay, Backwards Buchanan, Chris Childers, Justin Newark, Cody Una Ocho, and then I believe that's all the the opponents he has took on, but could be wrong. He has had a lot more opponents in other different companies that he went to. But so one of his best matches, I would have to say would be his final match, where he took on the Maritime Heavyweight Champion Chip Chambers at D Boys Championship Wrestling, uh, down at the Dr. Carson, Marion, uh, something like this in Spring Hill, and this match was really big. I've seen some clips of some of the spots that him and Chip had. I remember I saw a clip of Cooke being slammed through. I think it was a part of the stage, part of the entrance there, where he got smashed right through. But it was good. Another big match would be. He's had a lot of matches overall in like Red Rock Wrestling and New Breed Wrestling, and well, he also made his final appearance at New Breed Wrestling, and another like so his there was one big match that he had in North Pro where he had like four big matches in North Pro. One as well, the big picture moniker there. He had a match against Troy Merrick, accompanied by Sabotage. And this was the big moment where during the match, uh, Troy Merrick grabbed the wine bottle from the bar while Cooke and Merrick were out on ringside at the bar, and Merrick entered the ring, and Cooke was just having the time of his life, just doing his during the match. And when he came right back inside the ring, Merrick came up and smashed the freaking bottle right onto his face, which hit him in the eye and caused his eye to bleed, which was there was blood that came out, and that match ended by DQ, and holy, it was brutal to watch. Oh, it was brutal to watch, especially since like injuries can happen, especially not like that, but if it's just like a spot or so. But you then stuff get excuse my language, but if shit gets really like screwed up here with like especially with the spot with Troy Merrick, he poor thing had to uh poor thing was bleeding all over the mat in the ring, so they had to get a towel to to help him stop the bleeding, cover up the blood, and make sure it stops the bleeding. And plus, he had to get a his eye wrapped, I think, and bandage Well, his whole head, like, just, man, I think it was just, like, half of his face was, wrapped up in bandages, but it was, oof, one of the biggest moments and traumatic. Because, like I said, injuries can happen, especially even with spots, though, too. But, then that was just the start. That that specific moment there was just the start of his new gimmick he was creating with inspiration from old school Andre Myatt, which then had him wear a. It's like a stitched up mask. It's like a mask with a lot of stitches, and also like you got to wear like overalls, and oof, it's pretty scary. He had a segment in at North Pro in the Titan Board Ballroom where they had a tent in the ring with Ian Pratt and a lady, I think, that were just enjoying themselves until Ian Pratt had to come out because to check on if the whole storyline with like Stitch Face. And so when Ian Pratt came out of the tent, Stitch Face was right behind him. Pratt turned around and ran away. And then Stitch Face went for the attack, for the lady in the tent, and inside the tent went while he was attacking her. Uh, he came out of the freaking tent all covered up with blood, and also he had a fake severed arm, which was even more crazier. Like even me, I was shocked though too. I was like, wow. That's like some horror movie stuff there. I think that's what the inspiration for Stitch Race, the whole Stitch Race gimmick is. But uh, yeah, but also he's had the Red Rock Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, where he defended the championship a lot in his hometown, and back to the North Pro. He had a match against Thad Howard, and he took out his one eye. Uh, I think he beat him. He beat Thad Howard, and then he took out his one eye. And then at the next show, which I believe, yeah, I was there, which I got to experience seeing Stitch Face for the first time. Well, aka Chris Cooke, but I would have to say I was really like super impressed, especially for the way it is built. It's like built really big, but especially with that Stitch Face gimmick he had there, it made it even more scarier because he was big and plus he was like, holy, it was like, we really liked it though. But I he had that match against Thad Howard once again, and he beat him again, and he took out his other eye, which led to Thad Howard being blind for the storyline. And also he had a match against Ian Pratt, which went to crap, but Stitch Race almost took out Ian Pratt's eyes, but he had a great storyline there. We haven't seen him since, but yeah, he has been mostly just wrestling in Red Rock Wrestling, and now he also his in ring career ended, with his final match at the Boys Championship Wrestling. I think it was Supercard 3 or Supercard 4. But he also had like I said, he had his final appearance in New Breed Wrestling. And unfortunately, he had an injury that was unsustainable that ended his career. And he had to retire from wrestling. And with that, he had to vacate the Red Rock Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, which then he announced the tournament for the brand new Red Rock Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. It wasn't brand new, but it was for who will be the new champion. And so that was when that started. And now, like, Cooke got the win and is your new Red Rock Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, along with a new Red Rock Wrestling Light Heavyweight Champion as well. But yeah, but also like with his retirement, mainly as people would see, he had to take off the boots, which was unfortunate, but yeah, I think it was quite a shocker, but he had a lot of he now currently works at Red Rock Wrestling. Apparently, since he had to host the tournament there, and yeah, but I just have a lot of great things to say about Chris Cooke. Like, Chris Cooke he's one, like I said in the start, he's one of the biggest names in the Maritime. He's one of the greatest powerhouses. And the only time that the only time that I got to see him was when he had the Stitch face gimmick, when he used to wrestle in North Pro. And, well, yeah, so, even, now, like, since he's retired, I just, wish him all the best. And, doing his own thing now. And that's the stuff for this episode for the weekly Wrestler Spotlight. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. And have a great night. Thanks for tuning in to the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast. New episodes drop every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Atlantic time. So join me each week to get covered on all the news on upcoming shows and the results from shows that I cover on each episode, along with interviews with your favorite Maritime indie wrestlers that I sit down and interview with. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the State of Maritime Wrestling Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Thank you all so much for your continued support on the podcast, because it's all things Maritime Wrestling.